beautiful smiling face.
Good to see you. Been a while.
And I okay, first of all, I'm very jealous of the background. That shit is hot.
Oh, the light.
Yeah, and even the logo, that shit is fire actually.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael.
Oh my
There's
god, the halo and the angel tail. That means she looks
Angel
like
Devil.
an angel, but she fucks like a demon, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly.
So how have you been?
I've been great. How are you?
Mm, I'm doing good. Rough start of the year. Rough start of the year.
Rough start. Yeah.
Yeah, but it seems like it's starting to get a little bit better. And how have your year been so far?
Rough start for me too, but getting better. Getting better. Hanging in there.
It's funny because it's like when people look at our feeds, they look at our posts. They don't realize that we have an actual life outside the shit,
Yeah.
and yeah, stuff gets kind of sketchy sometimes,
Yes.
and everything.
It
So,
does.
oh man, so God, when the last time we talked? It was
More than
last
a year.
year.
I know.
It's more than a year.
Yeah, it's been more than a year. You and I just talked, and then
Yeah,
we talked with the Guilt tour.
yes, that was a whole lot of fun.
We did that, but I can't remember when that was either. That was still a while ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago and everything. So, how is the gift tour going?
Well, excuse me as I choke.
Oh, damn, she choked. Okay. I, I, I
Well,
just,
choking on water.
whoa.
Yeah, it's doing good, but it was on hold for a bit because the people that started the Guild Tour had some family emergencies happening. So it kind of got on hold, and during that time, it was actually purchased by a studio.
Mm.
Velvet Dream
That was
Studio
mentioned
has.
on the show.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
in the premium smoke room. That was mentioned in the premium smoke room. I forgot all about it. I do so much shit, I forget.
Yeah, it's hard. You talk to a lot of people.
Yeah, because it be like, I had to sit here like and think about, like, for example, with her, what were the last things, you know what I'm saying? Okay, what did we last talk about? So I won't double back with so much.
Right.
And I don't
That's
realize,
right.
people don't realize how much I record. So so for you, I mean, what have you been doing any filming, any
A
content?
little bit. A little bit. We did a lot of travel for a while, so we kind of took a break around the holiday time, like November, December. Kind of stayed here, did some shoots around here and stuff, but didn't really, before I went to a lot of shoot houses, I was traveling everywhere, and we kind of scaled back a little bit and did some family stuff. And but now starting to get travel. I guess my next big event is I didn't even go to AVN this year, but I am going to Exotica Chicago
Mm-hmm.
in April, so that'll be that'll be the first big trip we take this year.
Oh yeah, okay. But I mean, it's actually one of the, to me, the best trips, because Chicago's Exotica. I never been there. I heard so much about it that it's one of the popular.
It's my first time to this one. I've been to all the other Exoticas, but I haven't been to Chicago yet, so I'm really looking forward to it.
I've been trying to make it, but things just didn't fall right.
Yeah, I know how it goes. Yeah, I've heard what was it? Chicago and New Jersey are supposed to be the best. Now we had
Yeah.
a blast in New Jersey, so I'm looking forward to Chicago.
So this is how we go to start the show. Now I'm gonna do my particulars, because one, you have been on a roll. Let's keep it. Last year was a very strong year for you, and I see it growing this year, what have you. So, in the retrospect, when you look back, how far do you feel that you have came since the start of this?
I guess we have come a long way, but it just doesn't really seem like it yet. I'm kind of in disbelief, but we've met a lot of people and we've had a lot of fun. Still growing. Again, we both my husband and I have full-time jobs too while doing this, so we can't put full-time effort into it. So we're not growing maybe as fast as we could if we were, could involve do more with it. But we're going pretty good. Pretty
For a person that actually also have a 9 to 5 and doubles, you know, sometimes it's about making the bank. It's the bank.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Because even to the point where I'm gonna talk about this over podcast, the cop that got caught in the twerking in the music video. That she didn't get fired or nothing like that. But that's a hell of a way of a bang. You get what I'm coming from? You
Oh
know,
yeah.
he's seen that.
Now she's on the launch.
So for you, it seems like to me that even when you do your shoots, you do it with people that is going to make an impact when people see it.
Yeah, I try to. I mean, they don't have to be big stars. It's more, a lot of it for me too is the chemistry with the people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the chemistry with the people I'm shooting with too shows in what I produce, which helps. I think, the more realistic. But yeah, we've I don't know, we've been fortunate to meet a lot of great people, big names, and yeah, going strong.
We're not recording yet, Bobby, right?
Well, actually, we are.
Sorry.
It don't matter if they hear you, bro. I done had husbands on the show. What you talking?
He's in the back. He can pop in.
What the world? We did have got that. What was it? Roxy Dover's husband, Beast and Kitty, my man Dorian, Dorky Dorian, and him and Peach go together. So husbands, that's the point. I want motherfuckers to understand we do get married in this profession.
We do, and I couldn't do this without him. He's doing the hard work.
Bobby, that was what I was your question. I think in this second year of this, we've really learned a lot more of the intricacies that are involved in the industry side of it, both from the production and the marketing side of it, as well as the connectivity side. Who's good to talk with, and who is can help move you forward, and who is more trying to take advantage of you. We're not as naive, I think, and we kind of share that now with the new couples that we run into that are trying to come in. We do try to help warn them, or not warn them, protect them from making the mistakes that we had in that first year and a half. And I think that's probably Angel's biggest thing, is that she doesn't just accept every person who requests a collab now. Every email that says, let's do this.
Because see, and then I'm gonna say this, then I got to talk to the people. It's like this. When it comes to the bigger your name is, the smaller that circle of people that you work with.
This is true. Very, very true.
And the reason for that is because as your career grows, now you want to be more exclusive. See, when you start, yeah, you want to be everywhere, but by year 3,
start shrinking. Yeah.
You feel me? So with that being said, hello, smokers. It's time to smoke this over. Welcome to the Smokers Lounge. I'm Kevin Arthur Southern Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star. Find all my links with one link, allmylinks.com/porn rap star. 4 sponsors with a 5th coming on the way. Be on the lookout. It's coming. You feel me? First up, RossismMagazine.com. Next up, BlushErotica.com. Next up, the Kinky Counter Company. And last but not least, the Queen of Law herself, Mitchell Ferrari. Find me 5 days out of the week in the mornings at FullSwapRadio.com. Also, the SGPRadio.com, as well as SkyHoleAfterDarkTV.com. Go over there and check out my girl, Lily Craven, because she's always talking. She's always talking sexy, and she's fun to watch. I love that girl. Now, y'all done seen her on the Smokers Lounge. Y'all done seen this sexy lady and them beautiful tits of hers in the Premium Smoke Room, which we will bring her back at some point. She is one of the hottest gilfs, milfs, hot wives, pogs, whatever the fuck. She is a bona fide porn star, bona fide sex, bona fide. Yeah, she makes Stifler mom look ugly. Okay, I'm talking about none other than the woman that has the face of an angel, but can suck your soul out your body. I'm talking about none other than the angel herself, Angel Minx. Say hello to the smokers. Oh God, the mic went out. Okay, you back.
I'm back now.
Yeah, you back.
That was a great introduction. I love that. That was
I got to give it to you because it's it. Like I said, with me being in the business for the 15 years when I was active, my job was to find females to kind of help them get to the next level. So my job was to see who had star potential, what we call bankable star, or
right.
a calculated risk. Because anytime when you shoot with somebody, it's a calculated risk. You don't know how the fans are going to react to that female, that scene, the chemistry, and so forth.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
So with you, cause like y'all was saying, y'all was learning how the business works. Because see, that's the other kicker is when you get to other levels of how it works behind the scenes. And for you, how political that you see there's a little bit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's some political in there.
Once you got the ASN Award nomination and appeared there.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, once I got an ASN Award nomination, and once I appeared there with that nomination, things changed a lot too.
Oh yeah. And for you to get that nomination, how did it feel?
Oh, it was amazing. I couldn't believe it.
Mm.
I was in complete disbelief. I was like, who nominated me? And then to get to the top 5 and then kind of find out that at the end I actually came in second place.
Oh shit.
So that completely blew me away. I completely unexpected.
Yeah. So since that award, how has things picked up or changed?
I've gotten more calls, more studio calls, more people reaching out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's definitely been a plus. Yeah, more recognition before when I started. Of course, I'm going everywhere trying to meet as many people as I can and make my own invitation. And now to have people come to me is a good feeling.
Yeah, because people don't realize just being nominated helps.
Yeah.
Because especially in this day and age, a lot of the nominations are fan based. So, and a lot of their decisions on who they work with and book is sometimes based off of the following. So
Right.
for you being nominated, does it change your mind state when it comes to the business?
No, not really.
Hmm.
I'm just the same person I was before I got nominated, I guess. Yeah, just still learning.
It made me hungry when I got nominated. It made me even more hungry when I got nominated again. I'm like,
But
damn it, I'm going to win it.
it is fun. You definitely want to. You want another one. It's definitely exciting. You want to win. You want to be nominated again. It's definitely very exciting.
So how was the red carpet? How was your experience with the red carpet up there?
Fun. It was a little different because things kind of changed last minute. The place that it was supposed to be hosted at was flooded, and then it wound up in a different place. So, but it still it was great. It was a great experience. As a matter of fact, Lily Craven, who you mentioned before, she was interviewing people on the red carpet. So that's the first time I met Lily.
Silly. And
She is fantastic. And then I was fortunate enough, what was it? It was New Jersey Exotica that I actually worked at her booth at Exotica. She's fantastic.
Yeah. And two, also, I noticed that in a lot of ways that the older ladies, the older statements in this business, y'all talk to each other more, versus, and there's no beef that I ever heard of. So why is it that y'all able to get along, connect, work together, and all that stuff, but then you have the younger generation, they can't?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't figure that one out because most people I've met, granted, probably the older generation, but we're all helping each other out. Figure there's enough out there for everybody. There's a kink for everybody. There's a fan base for everybody. And the more you help each other learn and grow in the industry, the better it is. So we all talk and get along. And it could be, maturity level, I guess, maybe working in, I don't know, private sector, who knows, life experiences.
Yeah.
It's great to have people that you can talk to and collab with and
Yeah,
help each other grow.
to me, it's like even with the older ladies, like I said before, they treat it more of a business when they walk in.
Yes.
And even from talking to one yesterday, it's like for you now that you're in another year, how do you look to grow your brand and build the brand?
That's an ever evolving learning experience because we've also, again, tried to slow down on the travel a little bit too. So we're trying to, slow down on travel, but continue to grow, which is hard to do because, North Carolina, there's not a whole lot of, a lot of collaboration opportunities here. There's few, but it helps to go places.
So recently, I know.
Yeah. It's kind of hard here. So it's great to travel. And I guess to continue to answer your question, I mean, with trying to cut back on travel a little bit, obviously still traveling, but I guess it's more selective and scheduling, very more strict on the scheduling and picking correctly when I want to collab.
Y'all be moving. It's like if any of y'all follow, man, they be everywhere. Not everywhere, everywhere.
Everywhere. We did go back though. We did a little bit because we got a little burnt out.
Oh yeah, no, trust me, traveling can do that because I even remember my days on the road. And I'm talking about like I'm gone for like 6 months. We in New York, we in Rhode Island, Philly. Traveling does take a toll. Because you're not sleeping in your bed. And your home and stuff of that nature, or what have you. So, I can believe it.
It really does.
So, but the one thing is, also y'all do traveling for business with some pleasure.
Yes, we try to make everything fun.
So, for y'all, because the business and pleasure mixed in, how do you make sure that one don't overlap the other?
Well, it's kind of all inclusive. We just try to make the business fun. So we're still having it fun. I mean, again, we kind of started as swingers, so it's still swinging on a different level.
Mm-hmm.
So we just make the business fun, but still not burn ourselves out. I guess not go 24/7. So you got to make sure to take your breaks in there and recoup and look around. Check out the area you're in and everything.
So now, since this is the year of probably the kink and the fashion, what kinks and fashions that you're looking to expand into that you might not tap into yet, that you're curious about?
Kinks? I don't know. We've talked about different things, but
her fan base has told us that she was getting too professional, too studio looking, and they want us to go back to more of the true hot wifing amateur stuff. So from that kink perspective, we're actually kind of reaching back into our roots, and she's finding hot wife dates, and we're kind of going back and letting her get that organic chemistry again, as opposed to doing a stage directed with me choreographing the scene and then doing a full edit with the intro and an extra with credits and all that stuff. So
now what's interesting is, if you notice, he never said that he's going to change how the look of the scene going to be. It's still going to have a studio quality look. They're just not going to do a studio style shoot per se.
Right. Well, we've even gotten fans say that his editing has gotten too professional. That they like the more amateur, not the pretty porn.
But see, the thing about it is, it's like what they want is more of the. They want it. How can I put this? I tell people this. They want what is called a realistic fantasy. That is a possibility that it can happen, or a fantasy that they can relate to.
Right.
So, like, if I had a fan say that, then it's like, one, the way that I film, I would never change it, but how I film it, how I film it would not change. The way that I film it would. You know what I'm saying? Because, like you said, with the hot white, the only thing why I tell the ladies to still have that studio thing like that is for two reasons. One, to attract the bigger companies to get the pay gig.
Mhm.
And two, there's fans that want the storyline. They want porn. You feel me? But see, the problem
Oh
is
yeah.
that females don't know how
Oh yeah.
to balance the two. You know, I'm sorry. Women that do it all have the best chance of making the most money.
This is true.
So, so for you,
Yeah, and we
so
try
what
to. I
they
mean, you
want
can't make
is,
everybody happy, but we do like to have both.
so now you got to go
What's
back and now you got to find. Basically, they want to cast the couch without the casting couch. That's what they want.
yeah. Basically.
So, so now, okay, then, so it's like this. What do you look for in the random hookup? What attracts you to the guy?
Well, I say what attracts me obviously initially is looks. I mean, based on what they look like. But then once I get to know them, their personality can make them more attractive, less attractive. Yeah. So I do. I typically I go towards like taller, bigger built, but looks aren't everything for me. So that's what draws me is the looks at first. But then once I get to know them, is what kind of
Now,
solidifies the deal for me. If there's a chemistry there.
now here's a real good question. Now,
Did it-
of course, going
oh,
back to
okay.
this,
It looked like it froze there. It's like,
we about to keep this real. Going back to actually doing these type shoots, it's still a crap shoot because we don't know how he might work in front of that
mhm.
camera. See, the fans be asking for shit, but y'all don't know the trouble we have to go through to give it to you. You better
Oh
buy
yeah,
it. So
I
for
know it's
you,
hard. And there's one scene I've been trying to do for somebody for a long time.
yeah. So for you, it's kind of like now, now you're not only just getting them so you can have a good time. You're getting them so you can actually get a damn good scene. So, so
Yeah,
uh, what's the process with that?
chemistry shows on the camera, and I'm not faking it. So it's like if I'm not feeling something there,
Mhm.
I mean, my shoots are real, I guess, and I think people can see that and feel that in there that there really is a chemistry. We're really enjoying ourselves. We're not faking it, and they like that realness coming through the camera, I guess.
But are they able to give you the length of scene that you would like to have?
Sometimes they do.
Mhm.
Sometimes they'll tell me, what how long they'll.
So what's a
We get
for
all
you
kinds of different
length?
requests, but
What's for you is the perfect length of a scene, time wise?
sorry, it cuts out in and out a little bit. So sorry if I'm delayed.
What
but,
what
so
is
perfect link. We try to
you
keep.
what is the perfect time length for a scene for you for that type shoot?
We typically try to do 20, maybe 30 minutes. Sometimes less. There's been requests. Sometimes it'll be a 10 or 15 minute, but typically the average would be about 20 minutes.
So how many times you got two pop shots in that?
You what? I'm sorry. It keeps freezing for some
I know
reason.
it's funny. I said, how many times did you get two pop shots in one shoot?
Yeah, right. The people you have in there, just kidding. Different links. We'll do differently. And sometimes if there's a long, maybe we'll break it into like a series or so. If there's like an hour long shoot, then we might break it into separate videos.
So now the other part of this is the marketing of it, right?
Oh yeah.
Do you how can I put this? Do you when it comes to the marketing of it, is that going to end up being because the fans ask for that the staple of your brand, somewhat moving forward, the random hot wife hookup and so forth.
I hope so. Well, that's where we're struggling as the marketing. You had to ask a marketing question. Yeah, we're both not marketing people, so we're learning the marketing part. He's definitely much better at it than I am. Um, but yeah, marketing is a
Mhm.
big draw. It helps out a lot, and we're still trying to evolve in that and learn better marketing skills.
Yeah, because it's like to me, you have developing actually multiple different series,
Mm,
because that could be a
yeah,
series within itself, and then the other stuff, and but also not losing the quality of how you shoot while doing this. So how y'all able to balance that as
right.
well?
Well, honestly, I mean, Chris has gotten so good. My husband, when he's just gotten so good. Before, it's become easy to balance, I guess, in a sense. Well, it's still work, but when
Mm,
he first started, he was learning camera and everything. He was just starting out, and now he's just got the natural knack for it, so it just flows for him as far as the quality of it. And even his editing skills, that part has just flown. So it's been easier to balance that because it's not taking as much time because he's getting better at it, for one.
so I saw a girl,
I'm
she
just
was
waiting.
tweeting because she was looking for talent up in Maryland. And she said it was funny
Uh-huh.
that when she won't looking for talent, everybody hit her up. But now she's looking for talent, and they see her requirements. It's quiet. So for you, how is it when you let them know they got to come in there tested?
Oh yeah, I tell them right up front.
Mm,
Absolutely. I mean, before we'll meet, if we start talking about setting up a date, we'll talk about the testing requirements, and that all. Because one person came in without what was it? They were missing one test on
mm,
their test results, and I'm like, no, I forgot what it was. But I'm like, no. So the full testing panel,
mm.
and yeah, I'll discuss that before I even meet or really go into a lot of detail with setting up dates and stuff. I don't want to waste anybody's time. If you're not going to do what we need to be done, if we're not doing what each other needs, then we don't need to waste each other's time.
Oh no, no need to waste time. So
No.
because now, me being a historian in this day and age, people want to see outside the gangbangs, all that bullshit. All right, they want to see the hot wife experience. That has now became something. You feel me?
Uh,
They go out and find someone, and then of course we got the fan fucks, what have you. So for
right.
you, why, in your opinion, has the hot wife experience and you experience, and they ain't talking about her doing a scene with a male talent pretending. No, they actually want her to go find a dude at the bar, bring him home, and
Right.
fuck the brakes off of him. So, why do you think that it's such an uptick for that type of scene now?
I think it's more real, more obtainable. People can see, oh, that could actually happen to me. They want to see the everyday situation that like they may find themselves in. The realer it is, the more they can relate and enjoy it more.
Yeah. Oh no, because I ain't even gonna lie. I be sitting there looking, be like, I be walking the grocery store, be like, why I can't bump into a hot wife for a cleaner space? it,
Yeah.
period. But I'm gonna ask you this: is it still, even though they want to be realistic, what makes it the fantasy? Because it's still a fantasy, but what makes it the fantasy?
What makes it a fantasy? I don't. It's just every guy has always liked what porn, the secret, the taboo, the something different, something new. Yeah. And then you get like a hot wife that's this, the fantasy of picking somebody up. They like the fantasy, the fairy tale.
Yeah, because I remember a time where they didn't want you. People, it was a time where they didn't want them girls to even mention they were married in a relationship. None of that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And now they want you to be married. They're hoping you're married.
No, because I'm very surprised no studio actually just made like just those type videos. You get what I'm saying? Because to
That
me,
is true.
because to me, even with like I said, the fan bucks or the especially the hot wife, should we talking about the hot wife type scenes and scenarios? It it kind of in how can I put this? Y'all could be starting motherfuckers' careers. I ain't even gonna. Because one or two of them motherfuckers gonna go back and look at that shit like, you know something, I can actually do this shit.
Hey, we've actually met people just in lifestyle and stuff like that. Yeah, they're like, oh wait, they realize you're doing it. And they're like, oh wait, I can do that too. So yeah, anybody can if they want to put the time and work into it.
because to me it's like also with that type video, how much does it bring in the fans and make them more emotionally invested?
I think it does. Again, just the amateur side, the realness of it, the more relatable. I think it draws them in more.
So I'm gonna ask you this: which do you like doing better, working with the established or the random?
Taylor, I like both. The variety of life, right?
No horny ass lady, I like her. Fuck it, it's some dick. Let's go.
I like it.
So, but I know it's different. So what about what about the established talent that you like? Because we get the random hookup because that's part of the swinging lifestyle. You into this and third, but
Yeah.
the film side, what do you like?
Doing with established talent, I mean, it's to me, it's just amazing too, because it's like, oh, you kind of you hear about this or you hear about these people and then actually meet with them and then shoot with them. It's you're starstruck. I'm fanning on them too. So that part's neat. And then learning from people that have been in the industry for a while, know so much about the industry. It's just it's great to learn. But it's also good to get the perspective of people that are brand spanking new into it. You get something from both. And I guess, yeah, I just like meeting all different types of people in general, and especially in this industry, because you just learn so much from all different aspects of it.
So I'm going to ask you this then. I know you like both, but which one you get the nastiest on?
You get the nastiest on?
I have a theory of the answer, but go ahead.
Well, see, with me, it's going to be if the chemistry is there. If there's sometimes there's a real good chemistry, I probably get nastier on the people that have been in the industry longer, yes, or the people that are more.
I was wrong. I thought you were gonna say the hookup.
So it's hard to say, but sometimes I feel like with people that have been are already in star status kind of thing, I feel like I'm competitive, like I've got to prove to them or something. Do you know what I mean? But then I do on the hookup kind of date too. I will get
because with the hookup, that shoot is really more organic because he's not in the industry at all. So it's like as real as it gets. It's just film.
Yeah, because you're not trying to shoot a certain And again, too, especially with that type, if there's a strong chemistry, because there's some people you feel a real attraction to or real good chemistry with, then it definitely gets then you get real nasty.
See, that's why women are lucky. We can't do random hookup videos. No, we got to search out females that would film. That lets you know women dominate this game, people.
Well, you'd be surprised. Well, I guess coming from where we are too in North Carolina, you have to search out because I can find a lot of people that are lifestyleish people, but they don't want to film. They won't be on camera, so you're still having to.
I'm having a hard time finding lifestyle. Shit. See, y'all not more than me. That's why. But I have a hard time finding lifestyle. Goddamn, forget the film.
The filming that's a whole nother lifestyle here is hard in general too, or just reliable lifestyle.
But no, because of course the lifestyle would also be a great resource for them type videos as well.
And I have had friends, that I've known for years through just the lifestyle that are willing to test and willing to be in front of camera, that they'll do it, or they might wear a mask or something like that. They may not be in the industry, but they're willing to do it on camera. So that's happened a few times, which is nice.
So, and a lot of girls, a lot of girls worry that doing that might hurt them with bookings in the major companies. Do you think doing that style might hurt you with bookings down the line?
And I would hope not. And because I'm not doing anything. I'm still doing all my testing, everything that I do for like a professional shoot. I'm still doing even on that type of shoot. So there's nothing that I'm doing wrong per se. So I wouldn't think that I would hope that it wouldn't affect it.
Oh no, I'm here to tell you. No, I'm just gonna let you know it's not gonna affect you. I just had to ask the question.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't think it would, because I can see if I'm like, oh.
Because the camera that you're shooting with, see, this is where it hurts girls. The only time they really look at the dude is if the camera doesn't look good. Okay? And what I mean by that is this. Even if you're shooting with random dudes, they're not even OnlyFans, what have you. If they see a shot and look professional, now she may not did it professional style, as in she had a skid, it's random. No, the shit looks like it was shot with a nice ass fucking camera, regardless. It's not gonna hurt you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Where the girls fuck up when they do these fan videos, they want to do it with the ring light and the cell phone, and then because the reason why they don't want to book low budget. Especially now.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Especially now,
It's
age
hard.
old period.
Well, it's another expense. I mean, there's a lot of expenses in this industry that people don't realize. I mean, there's a lot of money going into it. And yeah, I'm fortunate to have a photographer that comes with me, part of the family.
I'm sorry. If you have a camera person, it's the greatest thing in the world.
Oh, it's a lifesaver.
I
It is a lifesaver.
I used to hate doing POVs. Even though I did them, I hated it. I hated it.
I personally don't like it, and it doesn't seem like my fan base likes them either. Because they say they like to see the more full picture. Yeah, they don't like the whole POV thing.
You see, I'll be wondering sometimes, is there different type fan bases, as well as not just type porn, but also economically, and the economic is based off the type porn that they like.
Right.
I think there is, because I noticed that the people that shoot professional style, they do the what we call it. I'm just gonna sound funny. I don't ever hear them complain about money. Now, whether they making money or not, I ain't saying that. You don't ever hear them complain.
Right.
The people that shoot the bullshit,
You know they're complaining.
You feel me? So to me, it's kind of like I think there's different fan bases on the economic side as well.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, they're going to pay whatever, especially for good
Mm.
quality. And then when you get the OnlyFans content, that's where they only come because it's free.
Yeah.
So for you, no, because it's to the point where for you, I see that you're not going to allow your content to go below where you got it. So for you, it's kind of like, even though they asked about that type content, you're not shooting it low grade, because people understand it's considered low grade porn what she's doing. No disrespect, because it don't have the role play, it don't have the shebang. It's reality porn, just like the way they treat reality TV versus Hollywood. So for you,
right? I do both, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but y'all never step back with the camera. So do you think that also helps it sell as well, because they still getting Hollywood look? It's like love. They get love in hip hop.
Yeah, I think it still does help. But
yeah, but go ahead.
Yeah, we're not doing the top of the line filming, but my husband's definitely doing good filming and not letting the quality. If anything, quality keeps increasing because he keeps increasing the skill set with this filming. And
Yeah, so yeah, she back. She froze for a second, but he said froze for a second. You
'Cause
good though? You good? So,
I know
but
it
no,
came on, the camera went out for a while.
yeah,
The whole
no,
thing
because
froze. I
see,
wasn't really
even to
sure.
the point now, to the point that it's more of on the professional side because we we know that you know what I'm saying we do the random. What type storylines? What type ways that you wanted to step that up as far as the type content that you film that way, and storylines and so forth.
Well, we're it's funny you say that because we were trying to keep everything with a storyline, and now we're still trying to do storylines, maybe even series. We do like kind of having like little mini series, or where there's like a 3 or 4 part series. But we've also tried to step back a little bit too because we've gotten a lot of requests for people that want. I guess it's still somewhat of an acting thing, but they want the date. They want a hot wife date kind of thing. So we'll have the getting ready and then that little storyline, but it's not as much acting, I guess, in that. So stepping back in that aspect, but continuing to step forward with other ideas as far as branching out with different storylines.
So, and with that, because the way it sounded is like you're definitely leaning into the hot wife. You know, because I don't talk to females that say
Yes.
that they don't want to lean into it for so much. I talk to some females that say that they do. You know, for you, what, why you want to lean into that?
Well, it just kind of happened. I guess people just kept calling. I keep going with I don't really like to put myself in any one niche, I guess, but it just people kept saying I'd get hot wife because married, and it just kind of stuck with me along with the MILF and GILF, and so I haven't necessarily put myself in those realms. It just kind of happened, and I just embrace them.
Yeah, because sometimes it you
Oh, there we go.
it, sometimes you can't help because them the most popular shit that the fans like. Because sometimes the fans kind of push you
Right.
in that direction. You know, period. And
Yeah,
and I always
and that's
believe
what
that
happened with the whole GILF.
yeah. So for you and for you, kind of like when you do the scenes that are like that, like do you get like some of it? Where do you get some of your ideas from? Do you get it from TV? Do you get it from your real life stories you hear? You know, because like I said, because when you talk about gift shit, it is so much shit that you can just do that is
Oh
guilty.
yeah, yeah. You get it from everywhere. I will say my husband's definitely the brainchild. He has a very creative mind. So he comes up with a lot of ideas on his own. But we're also, yeah, TV, even reels like Instagram, Twitter, all that kind of little reels that are on social media that they can trigger your, ideas in your head. And yeah, all the above. And a matter of fact, the GILF tour is where they want to do a series with all the different girls for jobs that they may have done in the past. Like there's one that's an attorney and they wanted to do an attorney series, and a gamer girl and they want to do a gamer series, that kind of thing.
Oh
So play
right.
off natural talents.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna front the best story is sometimes real life experience.
It really is.
You
Hey,
know,
look at comedians. They make fun of their own lives, and that's what's hysterical.
I'm saying, and because I like one of my favorite scenes where I called it "You Got My Vote." Like she literally had cookies. We got some cookies and everything. I'm coming to ask her to vote for the mayor. She up there feeding me cookies. So, well, I vote if you give me some dick.
Oh, geez, I love it.
And I made sure she had on like a step Stratford white, sexy but yet Stratford white type dress. Because also looking the part helps. Because some of you ladies don't
Yes.
know how to look like a sexy milf or girl.
Yeah.
You, again, damn it, nowadays girls the way y'all wear is compared to what I used to see when I was younger.
Oh,
My,
yeah.
y'all are
Yeah.
very
My grandmother wouldn't wear anything that I'm wearing nowadays.
moo are gone. You hear me?
Yes, they are.
Oh my god.
Yes, they are.
Oh snap! So
Yeah,
shoot. So when
well,
you no, go ahead. What you about to say, babe?
I can't remember. I think I started answering a question, but then it cut out. I'm sorry, it's jumping a little bit, so I feel like
It's
I'm
all
missing
good.
questions.
So when you're here, what do you film?
When I'm here, oh, in North Carolina area,
Yeah.
it's more hot wife stuff, more hot wife dating kind of stuff when I'm here, because a lot of times it is just people I know that aren't necessarily industry people themselves. They're just like local swingers or something
Oh,
that
so
are
you're
here to
able
get
to get
tested and
more
shoot
girl
it.
content even at home.
Yeah, I've been able to do that, and there's a few creators in the area too that I've shot with a few times. We'll do you know, like other girls and guys that will just come over and get multiple shoots out. Just, if somebody's coming into, matter of fact, we had somebody coming in town from New York a couple weeks ago, and I reached out to a few other female creators and male creators to try to get some together, just kind of a last minute. Everybody gets some bang for their buck, so to speak. Then you can get one-on-ones, threesomes, foursomes, whatever.
You smokers know why I'm sitting here. I'm like, where was all this when I was active? When I was sick and I was tired, ready to step away. Where the fuck was this? And here we
You should
go,
have just called me. I would have just
girl.
started.
Tired. This is bullshit.
See, if
Oh
you'd
my,
only just called me.
oh my God. Oh, dog, cause my partner Al be like, if he knew all this, he'd be sick too. He'd be like, man, what the fuck was I at the same here, dude? I'm like, what the fuck? The fact that she said she found people in North Carolina, dude, women.
Not many. There's not a whole lot. It's a small network,
Hey,
but I try to. We try.
you found
We
some.
sound some, and we keep trying to find more. And when we do, we just reach out to whoever we can think of, and they reach
See,
out to whoever they can think of.
pretty privilege, ladies and
Well,
gentlemen.
and Charlotte's got a few, but Charlotte's a few hours. That's a little drive from us.
Like I
So a
said,
lot of people seem to think.
I was my last activity was right before the pandemic. So the pandemic changed
Okay.
that. 'Cause it won't really that much down here before then that was doing porn.
Oh yeah, I know.
Like really wasn't.
Yeah, the pandemic, everything blew up. That's when everybody got on.
I was like, man, this is a bullshit. But then, like I said, y'all remember the last ride that didn't happen? Yeah, it just reminded me why I was retired. Reminded me
Oops.
why I was retired. But if y'all want to hear about that, y'all got to go subscribe on Spotify. It's one of the had the smoke on it. Bumbling Betty, ladies and gentlemen, that's the name of it. Bumbling Betty. Y'all go listen.
Oh, Bubble Betty. I couldn't hear it cut out, so I didn't hear the story. I was like, wait, I missed this good story.
Long story short, I had two ladies supposed to be coming down here to do some podcasting, and they wanted to shoot with me. They the one that brought this to the table, not me. Well, the post it came from me,
Okay.
right? I live in Durham, North Carolina. Last minute, she decides to get the room in Raleigh, and last minute, and was expecting me to try to get to him.
Oh,
I don't
jeez.
drive. Then they posed and moved closer. Once again, they didn't get the room in Durham. They got it by the airport. Couldn't get to him. Then had the
What?
nerve to blame me for all of this, saying I'm acting funny and I'm showing broke energy. And I'm like, all you had to do was get the room in Durham. That's it. I live in Durham. Why would you get it in Raleigh?
Right.
And that would happen. That's the reason why I
That
didn't
doesn't
go.
even make sense.
Yeah. Oh, I got bust out on my text. I
Oh,
got
gotcha.
a DM from Slow Virgo. And I was like, you know something? So I did a live telling them the story, showing the receipts. Because I was like, no, y'all need to know that this is, because you ain't going to be going by and telling somebody that Bob did this and Bob did that. And I did not. No. No. We don't do
Oh,
that.
that doesn't even make sense. Why would you book in a whole other city? Not everybody drives.
Hold on. showed them my test, haven't seen theirs, and they were escorting. So even they showed me their test, it was dead in the water anyway.
Yeah.
The first client.
Yeah, they're escorting dirt. Yeah, no.
No, the whole reason, that's the reason why they but with it. Instead of just being honest with me, like
Right.
ladies in the past, like, look, B, I want to hook up with you, but let me make this money, and then we can figure something out. You could have just said that
Right.
from Jump Street. Don't say and tell me that you showed me the hotel that you were gonna get, which was in Durham, that I said was cool. And then you get off the plane, you go to Raleigh.
Yeah, that doesn't even make sense.
And
And you
she
get
ain't
back too.
even hold on. She ain't even by Crab Tree by the Mountain. No. She's on Leeds Mine Road. You deep in Raleigh.
I don't even know where that is. Oh, I was gonna
Uh,
say, I don't even know where that is.
They're over by the fairgrounds.
Oh, okay, yeah. I got you.
They're over by the fairgrounds.
Yeah, that's not close to you.
To be exact, when you get off the exit to go to the fair, instead of going to the right to go to the fair, you go to the left. It's that way. So it's that. So it's in between Crabtree Valley Mall and the fucking fair. You know how much of a Uber that is?
Yeah, no. That's not happening.
No, I'm gonna tell you what's funny. They had a nerve to say that I told them they were gonna come to my house. And they were like, didn't you say we would come to your house and you got a dungeon? I was like, so they thought the Smokers Lounge was a real place or something? But
Oh, I was like, what? They thought that was,
why
so
would
they
I have,
just assumed.
yeah, but I never said that. I never said you were coming to my house. They need to don't smoke so much weed, do so much X.
I was getting ready to say that. I was like,
Drugs does help people's delinquencies. I'm just saying. But yeah, no, that's how my
that
last
doesn't
ride
make
went.
sense.
So I was like, and there were two ladies that was actually legends, ladies that I wanted to work with when I was active. So it was like
Right.
when they came to me with the opportunity, I said, that's fine. I went and got tested and everything. Took off work. They talking about some date.
Oh,
You
jeez.
cost us money. I was like, no, I didn't. Y'all made money. I'm pretty sure they did.
I'm sure. Well, yeah, they were escorting, but then they changed the plan on you. How did you cost them money if they changed the plan?
Oh, one said that their grandmama or their mama just got out the hospital from surgery Tuesday of that week. I just hit her back and said, well, why the fuck did you not cancel? I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? I was like, no. That would make me go live on him. I said, no, nah, you real sound stupid. Ain't no way in hell that my mama just got out of the motherfucking hospital from surgery that you making it seem like was life threatening. And I'm coming down. Welcome to my world. So,
Yeah,
oh my God. So
a good
people
experience.
see what I have to go through. Let's see. That's why if I have to come out of retirement, it'll be with her. Yeah, I trust them. They're not gonna they ain't gonna bullshit me if that ever.
I don't bullshit. I'm too honest for my own good.
Oh my God. So people, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what y'all need to do. Y'all need to go to Loyal Fans and subscribe to the Premium Smoke Room. You know, 5 premium podcasts for you to enjoy. Uh, VIP Smoke Room, aka the special events. I even go live on X with the VIP Smoke Room. She has an episode over there for y'all to check out. Y'all get to see some booty and some titties. You feel me? And she will be back in the Premium Smoke Room. Y'all know what happens in the Premium Smoke Room. Conversation gets saucier. The tits pop out. Dildos might pop out. You don't know what might pop off unless you subscribe. Also, check out the Triple X store over there where you can see my work as I give ladies dope work because big dicks going to sticks. That's why they call me Big Country. And also for you people that are listening, also go ahead and subscribe over on Spotify to my Spotify members, $4.99 a month. You know, I got had the smoke on it, which I was just talking about one of the episodes that I dropped behind the paywall, which is called Bumble and Betty, which I talk about my last ride, and everything went down and even show the receipts, people. So it's kind of interesting to watch. Also, Savage Smoke, where I talk the industry's top male talents and producers about the industry. We give you that real smoke about the game, as well as an array of different other episodes for you to binge, watch, and listen to. And if you are a Spotify member and you're not a premium smoker and you would like to be one, go to Loyal Fans, get a profile, follow me, send me a DM showing that you have paid for a subscription on Spotify. And what I will give you is a month off free and 80% off of the premium smoke room for life. That means you get 2 subscriptions for less than $20. There you go. So, Miss Minx, tell everybody where they can spend that good money on you, gorgeous.
I'm everywhere. I'm on OnlyFans, Fansly, Loyal Fans, ManyVids. Best place, go to angelminx.com. You can find all my links there. I'm on social media platforms and videos out there. So go to angelminx.com. You can find it all and sign up.
Yeah. So, people, what did we smoke over today? What did we learn talking to Miss Angel Minx and Mr. Minx? Well, sometimes the fans tell you where the wind blows, and you need to listen. But no matter what the fans tell you, never change how you do things. Because even though you listen to the fans, let's say you change how you shoot it, you don't use a camera that does greatly, it might hurt your brand. Because your brand is the image. That's part of the brand. How you look, the way that you move, the way that you shoot, how it looks, from the picture to the video, to even how you say shit on Twitter. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And the ultimate goal is to get your fan base to invest in you emotionally. Because if they're emotionally invested, they're gonna open their wallets, period. Because at the end of the day, the key to build your brand, the point of building your brand is to build your brand so it expands beyond the business that you started your brand under. And how you do that is how your brand looks and how it moves, period. Because understand something, stories makes money. Because if y'all notice, y'all want the story. You know what the story that y'all want? Y'all want the story of her hooking up with a random guy. Believe it or not, that's a fantasy. Why? Because majority of us will never experience that in this lifetime, including myself. I'm still waiting for my experience of that shit. I pick up she picks me up at the bar. Hey, let's go. You feel me? But it's still a fantasy. And that's where the money is in this business. No matter whether it's a fantasy that's based off reality or a fantasy that is far, far, far away like Star Wars. Everybody like a good story with a nut at the end of it. You feel me? So
Yeah, this is true.
we're done and we're out. And you know how we end these things all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over. Miss Minx, tell everybody goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody. And thank you again for having me. It's always a pleasure catching up with you.
Oh, it's a pleasure seeing that pretty smile.
Oh, thank you.
Y'all take care.
Thank you. Have a good night.